Two people. What's up, Rod? What were you saying about Hamburg? How emotional he was earlier? Hamburg sent me like about 30 messages today. Loyalty is everything with Big J. Hamburg's done. What's up, Dale Chance Fan Club? I love you, man. Donkey Kong's in the house. Hamburg is really off the deep end now that I banished him. I sent Hamburg, I replied to Hamburg. He sent me about 20 messages. And I said, McCuck might meet you at Brew's room for a beer and maybe Pomps. That's how low on the pecking order Hamburg has become in the Delray Misfits. Like, he's like McCuck's boy and maybe Pomps. And McCuck is a good guy. I got nothing against McCuck. I'll tell you what, Pomps needs to shut his fucking mouth. I'll tell you that right now. Pomps has something out for Hamburg's daughter. The fixation that Pomps has with Hamburg's daughter is a little creepy. I'm about ready to cut my ties with Pomps. No, I'm not going to punch Pomps, but I might never talk to the guy again. Yes, Pomps is after Hamburg's daughter. Guaranteed. What the fuck ever happened to your buddy that did Genova impersonations? He owned a supplement company and lived in Tulsa, I believe. Adam Pollard? I don't need to lay one finger on Pomps. No, I'm not gonna punch Pomps. I can do what I did to fucking Hamburg with Pomps and just banish him. What about Nate doing all these goddamn videos since the gyms have closed? What a fucking little fag. Nate is disgusting. Yeah, Jay, I'll DM you Pollard's new fake account. I have Pollard's phone number. Pollard was very, very careful to never let me know who he really is. Adam Pollard told me he would be lurking. I don't know his new account. You know why I like Adam Pollard? Because he scares me. Adam Pollard, I think he could have been like a ranger or something in the army, or maybe intelligence. I think that guy can fight. I don't think he's that big. He's either an airborne ranger or army intelligence, because that guy is smart. A guy who was in the Rangers who is smart is going to whoop your ass. Maybe not mine. Well, I'm old. Maybe he could beat my ass. I fucking love Adam Pollard. You know what happened with Adam Pollard is Big Rob Fitness. You know that cocksucker, that Arab from Detroit? Big Rob doxed Adam Pollard. That's what happened to Adam Pollard. Order 66 fucking Big Rob Fitness. That's why we don't have Adam Pollard on here anymore. Jay, Adam Pollard used to get into a lot of bar fights. I'm sure. There's something about Adam Pollard that scares me. I really can't put my finger on it. I mean, I know he's not that big, but I'm huge, so nobody to me is that big. Adam Pollard has that scary factor. Maybe use some, like, Marine Corps fucking fighting techniques against you and break your neck. I would never cross Adam Pollard. He's been nothing but a good friend of mine. And if Adam is out there listening, I hope heed my warning. I'll just shoot you. But I think Adam would take that as a compliment, that I would want to shoot him and not fight him. Big Rob should unblock everybody as a peace offer. I agree. Big Rob is such a fucking weirdo. Big Rob fucking threatened to shoot me in the head. I don't think Big Rob would want to fight me. Or meet me in a boxing ring where there's rules. Well, T. Boswell, I disagree. Marine Corps, those guys learn how to fight in basic training. They don't actually teach that in the other military disciplines. I'm 51 years old. I'm going to tell you right now, Marines are tougher than any other branch of the of the military forces. I mean, not every Marine is a badass, but every Marine knows how to defend themselves. You can't say that about the Navy or the Air Force or the Army or the Navy. When I go to bars and I find Marine Corps veterans at the bar, I usually make friends with them. You don't want a bunch of Marines after your ass. Big J's words of wisdom. You don't want a Marine wanting to kick your ass. I'm not saying every Marine is a badass. I'm just saying, if a guy was born a badass, the Marine Corps is going to give him the skills where he's going to kill you. It's just a simple fact of life. Marines are a tougher breed of person. Like, oh, Big J, you're a pussy. No, I'm not. I'm 51 years old. I've got a lot of life experience. Marines are a tougher breed of person. 175-pound Marine is going to fight you like a fucking pit bull. You got to be prepared to fight a Marine. Whereas like a 175-pound Air Force veteran, you're dealing with a 175-pound man. It's just a fact of life. Do I kiss every Marine's ass? No. There's pussies everywhere. But I'm just saying in general, Marines will fuck you up. Not saying someone from the 82nd Airborne or a Ranger won't kick your ass. Marines are going to fight you. I remember in college, I had a fraternity brother who was a Marine Corps veteran. Little teeny guy, ran marathons. We used to call him Furley, because he looked like Furley from that show in the 80s, Three's Company. He looked exactly like Mr. Furley from Three's Company. Little teeny guy. I'll tell you what, that guy would whoop your fucking ass. I remember we used to drink. I would say, shut up, Furley. Don't call me Furley. He would get all serious. Like, I'm like 240 pounds. 20 years old. Here's this little teeny guy that ran marathons that looked like Don Knotts. Looked exactly like Mr. Furley from Three's Company. That motherfucker would fight you. You want to fight? Fight a Marine. I'm telling you. Fight a Marine if you want to fight. I never served. I'm not a veteran. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. I just know from life experience. I got tons of friends that are Marines. I got tons of friends that are in the Army, Navy, and none of them are little hard asses, no matter what their size is compared to Marines. Marines, they'll come unglued and they will throw fucking fists. They're little badasses. They are. If you want to dispute that, you're not American, because that's what we train them to be. I like the fact that Marines want to fucking fight anybody, no matter what their size is. Marines aren't scared of shit. I just happen to be friends with them. Doesn't make me the bad guy. Were you able to run a few miles in your life? Listen up, asshole. Google Baker Middle School, Troy, Michigan. I still have the 2-mile record at Baker Middle School. I ran a 10:59. 2-mile, and it's still the school record. I did it in like 1982. These little candy-ass motherfuckers that came after me where I grew up, they still can't run a 10:59 2-mile. I did it all, brah. 3 people that I was in middle school with still have the school records at Baker Middle School. Keith Willer still has the long jump record. Dave Killinan still has the shot put record. I think I still have the 2-mile record. All from like 1982. We were fucking outstanding. Well, yeah, of course it was high school track. I won every run we did in JV football in the 10th grade because I had a track background. Every run we did. Every time the coach got pissed off and said, long jog. And a long jog was like all the way around everything. It was probably close to a mile. Full pads. I was a lineman. I always came in first. Don't fuck with me. 51 years old. Want to fuck with me now? Go ahead. There was this one time at band camp. I'm 51 years old, asshole. What do you want me to do? Be a superstar for the rest of my life? Mac from Toronto. Adam Pollard, if you're in here, DM. Bro, not living in the past. I bench pressed 500 in a competition last year. Fucking queer. Not living in the past. Big J, do you ever haul loads to... How old were you when you lost your virginity? 8th grade. Girl named April Nixon. Beautiful girl. I should have married her. Nate has jumped on the trend. No, he hasn't. Tell us how it went down. You guys are so gay. I'll go live with Big Rob. Bring back the Ments. Mr. No Homo. Yeah, Baker Bobcats, that's right. Have you been with a non-white girl? Yes. When I was in college, I paid an escort to have a black girl sent to my apartment. And I fucked a black girl. But I paid for it, so it doesn't count. I never got a black girl in the wild. I had to pay for it. What's your fastest 40 time? I have no idea. But I'll tell you what. It's a good question, Boswell. When I was a freshman, sophomore in college, for a very brief moment in time, I was actually pretty fucking fast because I was doing so much Olympic lifting for my shot put and my discus in my hammer throwing. I was actually really fast. I could have ran a damn good 40 when I was 19, 20 years old, but I never did. And when I say damn good, I'm talking like 4.9. I mean, not that good. I'm telling you, back in my day. That's a good question, Mr. No Home. I remember our track team wanted to time everybody in the 55-meter dash. I did a 55-meter dash out of the starting blocks when I think I was a junior or a sophomore in college. I'm running against all the all blacks, and I'm telling you, I was in that race at about 40 yards. And then I knew I was going to hurt myself, so I fucking let up. And after I got done, the assistant coach at Eastern Michigan University, Mr. Fred LaPlante, bitched me out. He's like, why couldn't you finish the fucking race? I'm like, because this shit doesn't matter. I'm a shot putter. Why are you trying to time me in the 55-meter dash? Oh, he hated me. I'm telling you, there was like a 2-year period where I was fast. Freshman and sophomore year in college. I was fast. I could hang clean fucking 315 for reps. I mean, I was powerful. So coming off the starting blocks, those first 3 steps, I was just brutal, even at my body weight. Jay, is Kim still married? Does her husband still live in the house? I don't know. Kim has disowned me. What can I say about it? You looked pretty fast at the Hoover Dam. Yeah, dude, at 355 pounds, of course I wasn't fast. Jesus Christ. In 1990, I was like 250. I know these lifts aren't any good compared to real Olympic lifters, but back then, I think I could do a snatch at about 290, which isn't any good. For a guy who just was throwing the shot put, a 290 snatch is pretty good. I could jerk over the head 300. I know I could power clean 405. So, yeah, I was just explosive. I was a young kid, man. I'm 51 years old now. When you guys can power clean 405, come talk to me. What kind of steroids do you think top sprinters use? Back in the day, well, Ben Johnson ran a 979 on Winstrol, and Winstrol has to be the absolute worst steroid for sprinting, because you're going to pull a hamstring on that shit. I think all the good Eastern Europeans were doing Turinabol, which is a much better steroid for sprinting. Winstrol's terrible for explosive power. Talk about injuries. Yeah, I remember back in those days, I don't know if you guys know what the hang clean is, where you do a clean, but it's from just below the knees, not from the ground. I could do 365 for 3, easy. So I used to do 365 for 3 before I would squat in the hang clean, just to work on my explosiveness. I'm not a world record kind of guy. I never claimed to be. But I'm telling you, when I was 20 years old and 275 pounds, I could have been a good defensive lineman. Why are all sprinters black? I would say drugs. Because back in the day, the Soviet Union always had good sprinters. But those dudes were on drugs. Mac from Toronto. Jay, are we okay? Of course we're okay, bro. You just bother me with the DMs. Don't take it personal. Just don't blow up my DM box. You're my friend. We're not best friends. Have you squatted 585? Yeah, back in those days, I used to do 585 for a triple. I used to do 585 for 3 sets of 3. After I did hang cleans for 365 for 3 sets of 3. I'm old now, man. What do you think about all the porch monkeys at the beach for spring break? Honestly, any update on Mac Truck? I don't know. I guess Mac Truck wants to meet me. We'll see. Guy blocked me, so I don't think he wants any trouble. Okay. You're not old at 51. Could be a real beast until like 60s. With all the drugs at your disposal. Yeah. Jay, what happened with Kalura? Fell off the face of the earth. I don't know. Andrew Kalura is a weird person. No one's going to get in that guy's head. He's in charge of his own head. So who knows? Andrew Kalura was a great lifter in his day. I got nothing bad to say about Andrew Kalura. I just, today's age, he's just gotten a little weird with all the cats. Sorry, I'm not like that. I wish Andrew Kalura the best. I understood he had some heart problems. He's a nice kid. I wish Andrew Kalura the best. I got no problems with Andrew. His 650 bench is probably one of the best bench presses in all time. Want to know the truth? He did it at a bullshit meet where it doesn't really count. I wish Andrew Kalura didn't have an axe to grind against me. Andrew Kalura is another one of those guys like Dale where he just didn't get it, where I was playing the heel. He was just supposed to play along, not take it personal. He took it personal. I wish Andrew Kalura the best. I really do. Deep down inside, a nice kid. And I call him a kid, and he's probably 40 by now, but to me, he's a kid. What's the update on Big Lou? Does he still want to kill you? Absolutely not. Big Lou gets it now. Finally, that I was just playing heel. Me and Big Lou don't have any problems. Big Lou is actually a good guy. Lou is a great guy. If you guys have seen the fucking Memorial Day video with Big Lou's house, Big Lou is a really good guy. That training video we did that day before the barbecue at his house, when me and Andrew Kalura bench pressed together, that was a great day. Big Lou fucking pinned my deltoid with 3 cc's of water-based testosterone that day. That's a friend. I know he pinned Lenny, and I know he pinned fucking Andrew Kalura with some water-based tests that day. I wasn't there. I'm not going to say how much they did. I just know I did a full 3 cc's in the deltoid. I did 3 cc's of water-based testosterone that day of the fucking Memorial Day Misfits video. I love Big Lou. I would give Big Lou a big, sloppy, wet kiss and hug him. I have no problems with Big Lou. I love Big Lou. Big Lou is one of the most generous people I've ever met in Florida or in the Misfits community. I love Big Lou. See, here's what happened between me and Big Lou. I was playing the heel in the Misfits, and Big Lou didn't understand. Big Lou took it personal, and me and Big Lou got in some kind of personal thing, but that shit's over. Come on, man. We're adults. Big Lou is older than I am. Big Lou is 52 or 53 years old. He doesn't want to fight anybody. Big Lou has got injuries. Big Lou is a nice person. I love Big Lou. Big Lou and I have no problems. I've texted Big Lou in the recent past, and him and I are solid. Big Lou just doesn't want to be part of the fucking Misfits, and I respect that. So I'm not going to draw him back into it. You guys can troll Big Lou all you want, troll Big J all you want. You guys got to understand, we have real life arrangements, or not arrangements, but like, not organizations, what's the right word, like relationships. Big Lou and I were never at odds end, ever, until it got online. And the shit got taken out of proportion, and the trolls were telling me Big Lou said shit about me, and the trolls were telling Big Lou I said shit about him, and it's all nonsense. I'm telling you right now, there's no problem with me and Big Lou. I love Big Lou. I would do anything for Big Lou. Don't try and stir up any shit. Somebody's mad at me now because I'm throwing truth bombs out. I'd rather be friends with Big Lou than enemies. Trust me. I know how some of you homos are. You're going to be like, oh, Jay's afraid of Big Lou. Oh. Go fuck yourself. Don't bring Big Lou into this. Lou is a good guy. Doesn't want to be part of the Misfits universe at all. You guys should fuck with people that dangle their toe in the Genovaverse, like Big Rob. Order 66 Big Rob Fitness. Leave my friends out of this. I have no idea if Lou is smoking crack. If Lou was smoking crack, I would like to be there for him as a friend. I don't wish crack on anybody. You guys are so obsessed with this fucking Andrew Kalura, Big Lou thing. There is nothing. Big Lou would probably want to slap the fuck out of me to get me to stop drinking. Big Lou is a good guy. You realize you guys stirring up the shit are the douchebags. Fuck Big Rob. Call Big Rob McBilly live. You can't trust Big Rob. He's a different person 5 days later. How long is it going to take for Big Rob to trip out on Johnny Bravo? Sick of you guys. Nothing but causing trouble pricks. Why don't you guys go after somebody like who's seriously a douchebag like Hamburg? Seriously a douchebag like fucking Nate. Hamburg is good people. Hamburg is a two-faced piece of shit. I don't care if Hamburg loves me. Hamburg has no loyalty. Hamburg needs to give Jay his daughter as I piss off her. The person who has it out for Hamburg's daughter is Pumps. Hamburg is like woman, gossipy and sensitive. He's actually not sensitive. You're correct. He's very gossipy. In this world where I live and where people want to punch me in the face, I need loyalty. Hamburg could be a bitch, but you know what? If you're going to be a bitch, be loyal. Adam McLeod wants Hamburg's daughter. I wouldn't say that. Adam McLeod is a pretty good guy. He's not a fucking pedophile. Is it possible you have a child out there? Yeah, maybe. There was this chick I fucked circa 1990. Her name was Cheryl. She graduated from the University of Michigan, class of 1989 or 90. I think I might have knocked her up. I've always been looking for this Cheryl chick. Real men don't wear condoms. Either did Magic Johnson. Look where that got him. Dude, I love it. You guys are obsessed with this chick named Cheryl. You guys might even find her. K Fitness 324. Jay, are you my father? Kevin, I thought you were black. I don't think I could be your father. I am your father. Cheryl was a chick I fucked from the University of Michigan, who I think could have my baby. Circa 1989. Alright guys, 26 seconds remaining. I want you guys to look up every chick named Cheryl that graduated from University of Michigan in 1988 or 1990. She could have my baby.